Hey, how's it going? My name's Riley, and in this video we're going to be going over how you can start a window cleaning business with almost no upfront investment. Whether you have no experience or you already have several years of experience window cleaning, we're going to be going over step by step how you can start your window cleaning business. And starting a business like this, the magic of it is it doesn't have a ton of overhead involved, so you're not having to pour a ton of your personal money into the business. Yes, of course, like every other business, you're going to have to invest some of your money to get it off the ground, but versus other businesses, there's not a ton of things that you need to pay for other than advertising and marketing and things of that sort. But the secret to starting a business like this is to actually get started. Unfortunately, tons of business owners, or future business owners better said, get stuck in this trap of always researching, hoping they can find every single answer to their question or to predict every problem that they may face in the future. The only way that you're going to find those questions or to find those answers is to actually get started. Whether you're going out to friends' homes, neighbors, your family members, you've got to just start doing it, because that is by far the best way to learn your craft and to get experience versus sitting behind your computer and hoping you can find all your answers on Google or on YouTube. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the remainder of these parts. When it comes to purchasing window cleaning gear for your business, it's important that you don't go overboard in this case. Don't go out and buy the Ferrari of window cleaning gear right from the beginning, because that will probably break the bank and won't be the most efficient way to use your money, because you could be using that money to acquire new customers, to grow your business, rather than tying it up in equipment you may not be able to justify here in the beginning. But on the flip side of that, don't go out and buy the cheapest stuff just to save a few dollars. That stuff will probably end up breaking on you. It'll probably cause you more problems than fixing them. So don't waste your time and money on the cheapest stuff as well. Find a sweet spot in the middle where it's not causing you problems, but it also didn't break the bank for something like a carbon fiber pole. Keep it to a minimum, but keep it around somewhere in between those two ranges and categories. Also, you don't want to go out and complete your arsenal of window cleaning gear. Don't go out and buy every single tool and equipment you think would be necessary, because later on down the road, you may end up pivoting to a different type of customer. For example, you may end up, instead of wanting to do residential homes, you may want to go do commercial buildings. Things like that is you want to kind of build your arsenal as you're going. So a lot of people recommend, and this would be more residential, but a lot of people recommend that you start off with a squeegee, some buckets, a pole, maybe even a ladder, and a cleaning solution. A lot of people recommend Dawn because it doesn't streak and it's super efficient for a beginner. So those are some things, and I'm going to leave that stuff down in the description if you want to check them out. But those are some things to start off with that won't break the bank, but also won't cause you problems in the future. Next, it's time to find your first customers. And it's important that you don't overcomplicate this. Keep it extremely simple. Don't expect that at the very beginning you're going to go out and create a Facebook ads campaign, start retargeting, go collect leads from different sources. Just keep it simple. Plenty of people highly recommend that you start off with door hangers. You can control when you pass them out, and they're relatively inexpensive compared to online marketing. So just be aware though that as you're passing out door hangers and as you're creating your door hangers, that you're strategically thinking about when you're going to pass them out and what information you're going to include on those door hangers. Don't go pass out your door hangers while it's raining or while rain is in the forecast, because most people aren't going to be in the mood on making a decision about window cleaning services while it's raining or while it's just about to rain. And it could be the most perfect of days, but if you have the wrong information on your door hanger, you can bet you're going to have just as hard of a time trying to convert new people into paying customers. So just be strategic about what you're doing and how you're handling door hangers. And to keep going along those lines, you also want to be extremely patient. Don't give up the first time that you pass out door hangers. Most people aren't ready to make a buying decision the very first time they see you, and this is true for all sorts of marketing. Most people need to see you a few times before they truly make a decision. Hey, I want to pay this guy. So keep doing it, be repetitive, be consistent, and you will have a much higher likelihood of converting that potential customer. So just remember to keep it simple, and you can get a little creative with this. As you're driving through the neighborhood, you could be flying a flag behind your truck with your logo on it, because now if they were to see that flag, now your business isn't just this little piece of paper. They have a small connection in their mind that, hey, they found this piece of paper, or they got this door hanger, and they also saw your flag flying through their neighborhood. That small connection can be extremely powerful to converting them later on. Sure, they may not do it the first time, but now they slightly trust you a little bit more because you're not this random door hanger that showed up on their door. So you can get a little creative with it, but just remember to keep it simple when you're advertising for your first customers. Now that you've got your first customers, it's time that you start collecting your very first reviews. And reviews are very much a gateway to new business. People respond to people. People make decisions based on what other people think. So if you have social proof backing your services, it will make your life a ton easier when you're trying to sell new customers on why your services are worth using over a competitor's. But plenty of people wonder, okay, what is the secret to getting new reviews? What is the secret to having my customer remember to leave me a review? And frankly, it's really simple. You've got to ask. You cannot assume that your customer is going to remember to leave you a review. People have the best intentions, but when life gets in the way, when they get busy, they'll probably forget, and then you'll never get that review. So you need to ask every single time you finish a job. And you could even remind them several days later if you notice that they haven't left you a review yet. These are incredibly important, especially in your early phase, for getting new customers. Like I was saying, people make a decision on what other people think. It changes from you selling them to your customers selling new customers on why they should use you. It is vastly more powerful to have someone else saying why they should use you versus you saying why they should use you. But here in the beginning, it could be said that you need to go over and above. And this could be said for all of your future services, but especially here in the beginning, you need to be providing the absolute best service to secure those first reviews and potentially some referrals to start building up and getting new customers without having to pay for them. Now, to go over and above, you could be answering all of their questions thoroughly, or you could be doing something they didn't expect. You could be doing a service for free that they didn't expect you to do. Whatever it is, you need to be going over and above to secure those first reviews so that you can start making your life more easy or easier for securing new customers in the future. Alright, now that you've got your first customers and you've gotten your first reviews, it's time to start establishing yourself online. Whether it be a website, an Instagram page, a YouTube channel, a Facebook page, whatever it is, you need to start creating an online presence where customers can find you on their own without having to wait to receive a door hanger on their door from your business. This is a place where people can actively search for an answer to their problem, and you would be expanding your net to show them what you're all about. This is your domain. This is you separating your business from not only the people who don't have a website, who haven't established any credibility or any trust with their customers, but it's also you separating yourself from all of the noise and screaming from competitors trying to steal your visitors away from you. This is your domain to share what you need to share, to say what you need to say, to show why you are the best. it is more than worth it to invest time or money into building a website, or to establishing a YouTube or Facebook page, to establishing that trust with your customers, because frankly, trust is becoming increasingly important in the buying decision of your customer. So you need to establish it by sharing what you're all about, who you are, because people are more and more making a buying decision based on the trust that they can find on your website, on your Facebook page, whatever it is. So it is more and more important to have a place online where customers can find you. Now it's time for you to start expanding with online ads. You can't always be growing your business off door hangers or flyers. You need to start expanding online to really reach that much larger audience, but at the very same time to be reaching a very targeted audience. And that's the key word there, a targeted audience. You're not reaching out to people who have nothing to do with what you're selling. You're reaching a group of people who very much want what you're selling and may need it here pretty quick. Now, before you ever start running online advertisements, it's incredibly important that you know who you are talking to. What I mean by that is, what is their gender? Who are you talking to? Who is making the buying decision in the family? Next is you need to know their age, their income, and what are some of their pain points. These are all key factors in writing an incredibly effective marketing copy. After all, people make a buying decision based on emotion and then justify with logic. So you need to know who you're talking to so you can appeal to their emotion and then add facts so that they can justify with logic, like I was saying. But different platforms have different benefits. Facebook, on the first hand, is fantastic for building relationships and building trust with your customers. Facebook has a ton of distractions, and that is why it's incredibly important that you have very appealing copy. If your copy is bland, if it's boring, people are just going to continue scrolling through their newsfeed, and they'll never look back at you. That is why it is so important. On Google, it's still just as distracting. You have a number of results per page, and they're constantly trying to find the right answer to their problem. So you need to show up and you need to really stand out from the other distractions on the page by writing that appealing copy. Remember, they make a decision based on emotion and justify with facts. And one huge benefit of Google is that you can target people while they are actively searching for a solution. Meaning, if I were to be going on Google and I look up window cleaning in Allen, Texas, you could be running an ad to me for that specific keyword. If you are a window cleaner based in Allen, Texas, that would be incredibly powerful because you could be targeting highly qualified leads as they are actively searching for a solution to their problem. But, like I said, before you do any of this, you need to know who you're talking to. Otherwise, you will be buried in the distractions. So know who you're talking to, write compelling copy, and know what platform is right for you. Remember, Facebook is fantastic for building relationships with your customers. Google AdWords is fantastic for reaching highly valuable leads. And YouTube is just the same way. You can target people who are actively searching for a keyword and you can get in front of them on the video that you're watching. So every platform has their own benefits and you just need to choose which one is right for you. Finally, it's time for you to simplify your business with software. It is a very dangerous way of thinking to think that you can do everything within your business yourself forever. It's just not possible. Eventually your business is going to grow to a point where it's going to begin to plateau. You begin to max out everything you can do within the business without figuring out some mysterious way of extending our days. You just can't continue doing things yourself. And that's why software products are here. Software products like NiceJob that can help you collect reviews, QuickBooks with accounting, and ScheduleTalk with scheduling and invoicing. They're here to help you automate tasks so you can focus on what's important. Yes, there's a small trade between time and money, but that in the long run is very much worth it because it helps you take advantage of more important tasks that can help you take the business to the next level, while these software products handle all the small but time-consuming tasks in the business that may be distracting you from what's most important. And yes, the very next step would be to hire an employee to help you out in the field or to help you on more complex tasks within the business. But that is a very large topic for a completely separate video. So if you'd like to see a video like that, leave a comment down below. And if I see enough interest, I'll create a video like that. Also, if you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be posting new content next week, so don't miss that. Also, near the beginning of the video, I mentioned some products that can help you get started. I'm going to be leaving those, as well as some other things, in the description, so check that out if you're interested. And that is about it. I hope to talk to you soon, and I hope to talk to you in the next video. See ya.